Hi, I'm Rebecca, and welcome to my podcast, Smashing Through with Rebecca.x. I am so excited you're here on this episode. Topics include life, business, mindset, full of kick-ass content and high energy. Enjoy the podcast, and remember, you too can smash through and keep going always. Relaxing and slowing down are a winner for you. Have you ever felt like you're on the rat run, you're going at 60 miles an hour consistently with the kids, with your job, with the business, with your friends, with your to-do list? You're going shopping and then you've got to come back and do something else in the house. And it just seems as though there's a never-ending list of things to do, and you can never find the time to relax and chill and switch off. And if you do, something pops up, someone messages you about doing something, or the other thing is that you sat scrolling on social media and then you're distracted and you're not actually being present in the moment. So I encourage you to really know that you have to be very intentional about being protective of your time and your relaxation time and switching off and slowing everything down, because you're choosing to continue the cycle that's always been. But now you feel as though you want something different. You want more me time. You want more time with the kids, but being productive with the kids, like baking cakes, taking them to the park, doing something with them, making memories, okay? And it's not kind of, right, we've got to rush here, rush there, spin all the plates, do all the things. So I've got a few tips and techniques and advice to give to you that I encourage you that you really embody and embrace from here on in. It'll change your life completely. So number one is, wherever you are, be totally there, 100% present. Like if you're watching a movie or a series, and I do this as well, sometimes I get distracted and like, I'll just check the phone. And next minute, 5 minutes has gone and I can't even remember what's been happening on the show. So I've got to rewind it, And back in the day, we couldn't do that, right? So it's kind of, you've got to be there present. So switch the phone off, turn the phone on silent, put it to one side, watch the series, watch the movie, like you're in a cinema and a theatre. Just watch or just do the thing. If you're baking, if you're cooking, if you're having a meal, if you're on a date night, whatever, be intentionally there, totally present in the moment. Give the other person the respect that's due. And also respect yourself as well, that you need time to switch off and relax and just be. So laugh, enjoy the food, make memories. If you're going to use the phone, just take photos of the kids or whatever at the park playing. But apart from that, put your phone away and be fully present in the moment, because otherwise you skip out on a lot of things. You miss a lot of things. And sometimes I have found that my brain is somewhere else and I'm reading, and then I turn the page and I'm like, hang on a minute, I can't even remember what I've just read. So I have to go back and reread what I've just read. Can you relate to that? And if you do relate to that, it kind of is a sign that you're doing too much and you're thinking too much. You've got all of these things in the back of your head, like the subconscious is playing it all over, all your to-do list subconsciously without you even knowing. So wherever you are, be totally there, 100% present, okay? Number two is, wherever you're going, okay, slow down. It doesn't mean going 30 miles an hour on a motorway or a freeway. What it means is just slow down the whole experience and just become more aware of the journey. Now, I love to drive. I love to fly. I love to go on boats. I just love travel, full stop, in any way, shape or form. And love going on a coach and someone else driving and we're going out for a day out or whatever. But I'm always aware, number one, of where I am, and number two, being present in the moment of enjoying and being aware of the journey. So I will look around. Obviously, if I'm driving, I'm still paying attention, but I'm aware of all of the drivers. I'm predicting what some of them are going to do. And also I'm looking around at the scenery as well. I'm looking at the sky. I'm really enjoying the journey and the experience of driving. Now, when I'm on a plane, I love to look out the window. I love to just switch off from, you know, all of the stuff, all of the drama, the chaos, all of the to-do lists, all of the spinning plates, all of the business or whatever it is. But I love to just slow everything down. And my daughter actually experienced this when we went to Heathrow. We were flying to New York and I just switch off. I'm a completely different person. I'm kind of on holiday mode. Can you relate? Can you understand? Do you like that as well? Where you're just on holiday mode, everything stops and you are just chilling. I am so chill, like in an airport, going through the airport. Sharm el Sheikh coming home is completely different in Egypt, but there we go. We'll leave that one for a later date. But, you know, just chill. It's just like you've just arrived at the airport, you've already checked in, you've just arrived at the airport, you're going to put all your luggage in, and then you're going to go through security and then just chill up until the plane. You know, until you get on the plane, and you're not flying the plane, so you don't have to worry about anything. And it just is so chill. And then you get everything, get through security, get your luggage, go to, you know, the transport people, they get you on a coach, you go to your hotel, and then there you go, and you check in and stuff, yeah? So that's just an example. But what you can do is actually slow everything down. We are so busy and we're surrounded by the busyness of life, of work, of pressure, of all of this stuff, that it actually takes over everything, that we're not thinking about anything else. So then no wonder we're scrolling through social media consistently. We're always answering the emails. We're always doing this, that and the other. We're a slave to the phone, a slave to everything else. And that isn't how it should be. So wherever you're going, just slow everything down so that you can be more aware of the journey. You can be more, you know, grateful for the path that you're going along, that you're slowing the timeline down, because otherwise it's full of stress, it's full of chaos, it's full of you putting burden on your shoulders and everything else. And it really is powerful when you can just be present in the moment, both of them marry together really nicely, where you can be totally present and intentional in the moment that is. And also you can slow everything down and be more aware of the journey and grateful of where you are and what you're experiencing, what you're seeing and everything. I love driving over the M62. It's a motorway at the north part of England. And I love driving across. Not only is the house in the middle of the motorway, but, you know, it's just wonderful. The views, it's just incredible. I absolutely love that motorway, and it just gives me amazing vibes. You know, you see all the towns as well, but you see the water and the lakes, and you see the trees and the nature and everything. It's just phenomenal, and it's wonderful when you are not stressed about being in the traffic and rushing and getting here, there and everywhere. You know, it really is great. But I do, obviously, I'm a careful driver. I drive fast, but it's, you know, it still is all about the experience for me. Every single journey that I go on is an experience, and I embody that, and I'm much more relaxed, much more calm and at peace, because I'm like, yeah, it's cool. And I trust the sat nav, and my son is sat there with the map on his lap, and he's going through the map and having a look where we're going, you know, a paper map. But it really is great. It's all about relaxing you, stopping all the overwhelm, stopping the stress, reducing it all down, and actually going back into gratitude, going back into your body, going back into the, you know, the happiness, kindness, love, all of the soul, all of the experience and everything that you are going through and growing through. And it truly is wonderful. And you'll see yourself responding and reacting differently because you're not so tense. You're not so full of all of this, drama and anger and anguish and upset, because you're just taking every 5 minutes as it is, and you're going along the journey at the pace that you're going, and you're experiencing life. And in the grand scheme of things, a lot of things that we do worry about, we really don't need to. So that's my advice on the podcast episode today. Wherever you are, be there totally 100%, be intentional with the person, with the situation, with the concert, whatever you're doing. If you're watching your kid playing football or rugby over a weekend, just be present there. Get off the phone, be present there. Kids remember stuff. And wherever you're going, just slow down a little bit so you're more aware of the journey. You're more in the gratitude, in the groundedness of where you are, and also being grateful for where you're going. So know that there is so much on my website. I'll put the link in the show notes. Go to Rebecca.x. I encourage you to really embrace your life, show up to your life, enjoy it, and keep going always. And I'll see you on the next one.